Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today we are unboxing Empire of the Stars, which, I'm going to be honest, unlike most of our unboxing videos where I know everything that's going on...
You know more than everything that's going on.
I backed this game on a whim because I thought it looked like one of the most beautiful covers I've ever seen. I mean...
Did it deliver?
Look at that super... I mean, Jan... Can you
It's awesome, yes.
Look at what this game's promising me. Just from the cover alone. We have some spaceship galactic empire thing with a superhero-like guy, mechanoid
looking
robot.
at the throne.
Looking at this throne with a star like bursting behind it. And I just realized that I actually need to update something while we do this.
Oh, what? Really? What are we updating?
I mean...
Oh, the lighting.
We've got to get...
Gotta get oranges behind us.
We've got to get this to an appropriate color pathway.
So this is published by Crosscut Games, and Empires of the Stars is a game of galactic conflict between opposing forces stretched across the galaxy. Your empire begins from a single homeworld. During the game, you will become explorer, steward, merchant, regent, warlord, scientist, and engineer. Each bestows a bonus privilege, but also determines what happens next in the game for all players. Using these roles, you will explore the galaxy and find planets to colonize, gather and exchange resources, research and discover unique technologies, build fleets of spaceships, engage in epic wars, and use your influence to overthrow opponents and become emperor. The player who scores the most colony and galaxy tokens will rule the galaxy for millennia to come.
So, from what I remember when I supported this game, it's a 4X game.
Okay. What? Yeah, and? Oh, okay. Yeah. Excellent.
That's about it. Let's start diving in. This box is so heavy and the art is so luxurious. I only have high hopes for what's inside of it.
And you also got the Emperor Pledge, apparently.
I did do the Emperor Pledge, which I think, knowing myself...
Is the all-in?
Oh yeah, it's the deluxeified, why did you just back this game?
Oh, the monies! Okay, so... I'm curious what's inside. I have no idea what this type of 4X game would be. You know, my context with 4X games is Twilight Imperium. I'm forgetting all the other ones, Jesse. I know more.
You played the one with Mark.
Eclipse Second Dawn as well.
Okay. Box cover. Okay, let's see what we have here.
Ooh, spaceships. A la Risk. I always like these type of minis. They're so perfect for war games.
All right, we've already read through this bit of flavor text.
Funky board.
So that's established. It does have a very funky board. I was noticing that as well.
Look at that.
Okay.
See, it's like Risk, right?
Nice ships, and it looks like actually each faction's different. Let's go ahead and confirm that.
They're like a really solid plastic. I always love these. Yes, 100% different. Like, for example, look at the big cruiser.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I appreciate that. So we have all these different very nice factions. One golden staff.
It's the golden scepter, yeah. Oh, that's funny. And it's actually this is metal.
Is it really?
Yes.
Cool. All right, let's keep digging in. Let's see what else we have. Hoppers. Ooh. Something's being connected together.
A big cylinder.
Little cubes. Big cylinders. Oh, double layer player boards.
Oh, okay. Nice.
You have some cards.
And the funky board's coming up next, I think.
I think it's got to be in here somewhere.
There it is. There's the big boy.
I have no idea what I've signed up for.
Oh, so okay. I wonder if those are going to be for planets.
So back of the board.
Fascinating.
Board. So double-sided. I assume balanced for different people. I'm liking the.
The aesthetic is really weird, but in a good way.
I'm digging it.
Okay. Lay that board down. So are we going to play that game where we're guessing how the game plays?
Oh. Yeah, for sure. So the way that this game is going to play is you're going to have a bunch of dials, which are going to be your resource trackers. Mm-hmm. You're going to be able to track your tactics, weapons, and shields as you're moving your space colony and spaceship across the board. Now, each of these boards are actually going to track your various different power levels, how much you're spending for each one of those different type of resources that you have, so that you can activate your different ships and your different abilities. You're also going to have these modular areas where you can put in some asymmetric player powers. And
well, here's the thing where the roles come in.
Like that.
Emperor, Explorer, Steward, each one of them have different types of actions attached to every role. So it's similar like when in Twilight Imperium you had what were there? The edicts that we would pass around, the 1 through 7, I believe.
Yep.
So here you actually have full things. Like for example, the scientist has a discount of one resource, and they can draw one technology and buy one technology, and then discard down to 3. Okay, and so it seems like you're able to change between these roles throughout the game in order to activate different types of abilities. But I believe probably that not everybody could be these roles simultaneously.
No idea. These are going to pop down onto the board like this, and you're going to flip them and look at them. I really don't know.
No, I think this. No, you're right. I wonder where does this go?
I'm not 100% sure.
Fascinating.
I'm not 100% sure. Well, let's take a look at the rulebook and get a better understanding of what this layout is. So we should have 36 exploration tiles, which are going to be those tiles that I was indicating. 40 galaxy tokens, 30 player power cards. Ooh, open up those cards. Get a sense of some of the player powers there.
For example. 7
edict tiles, which I think are going to be setting the course of the game, things that we all have to be commanded to do. 4 market tiles, so there is going to be a little bit of a marketplace here for trading resources up and down. Player boards, dreadnoughts, cruisers, and fighters.
Okay.
We have our starting home world, which is going to establish our colony, our combat dial. So those dials are going to be used specifically for combat. Read out one of those cards. Let's see what fun things you can do.
Despot. After Regent, if you are Emperor, you may destroy one ship of each opponent. You choose the ship. This ship is returned to the owner's supply. After all, they let it happen, so it really is their fault.
It's true.
Meek. During Warlord, after revealing battle plans, if you receive more hits than your opponents, ignore 1 hit and they receive 1 hit. Ignoring shields. You may do this even as an ally, but do apologize and smile.
So we're going to be able to construct a throne here. You interested in that? You want to construct a throne?
There's an actual throne. A little cardboard throne. Oh, that's adorable. Let's do it.
We have the power staff. Where's our big gem thing? This is nice. This is chunky.
Yeah, I told you, dude. It's a big clear cylinder. The staff is somewhere over there.
So for setup, we're not going to actually have any tiles down on the board, it looks like, other than our starting planet. So these regions look like you can be expanded out into. Gameplay. In the center of the game board are 7 roles: Explorer, Steward, Merchant, Engineer, Scientist, Warlord, and Regent. When chosen, a role grants you special privilege, and everyone takes a turn with the role.
So like Rising Sun.
So this big edict here is going around this area here. And everyone's getting to take a chance or a turn as one of these different powers. Okay. To begin the first round, the starting player places the monolith in any role to select it. Each round after, the player with the scepter must move the monolith to select a role.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Fascinating.
So everyone's getting a chance to play as this superpowered thing. So you almost are like action selection based on what's going to come up next. So you get your ability to control and command changes a little bit based on, are there chairs for everyone?
Yeah, I think so. There is a throne for every person.
So strange. Changes based on who's there. Player powers. Each player has a unique power. There are 2 sides of this power, core and surge. All players begin the game with their power on the core side. This side can be used each time anyone selects a role, as specified on the card. However, you are never compelled to use your power. It's always optional. Interesting. So you have 2 different sides, Empire and Ending the Game. During the game, one player will be the Emperor and bring order to the galaxy, represented by an edict placed in front of them to remind them how the game is scored each round of the game. When the Emperor receives the scepter, they must do the following before choosing a role: score the edict and check for game end. The Emperor asks if any player, including the Emperor, has no colony tokens left on their player board, or if there are no galaxy tokens left in the supply. If so, the game immediately ends. If the game ends, all players reveal and count their tokens in the throne. Each colony and galaxy token scores 1 point. Then each one adds their tokens on the planets and far space locations to this total. Each colony token scores 1 point for each starbase, scores 2 points. Tokens left on your player board are not counted in your final score.
I wonder then if I just did this the other way around? No, where do I just put it on top of the throne?
I think you put it on top of the throne.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're all going to be squabbling. You're going to be getting like area control, expanding, exploiting resources, battling each other, but doing so in an attempt to kind of claim rights to that main throne room.
Yeah, so what I'm seeing here that differentiates it from a lot of it's trying to grab that action selection mechanic from Twilight Imperium, but at the same time following in the footsteps of the Rising Sun 2, where everybody has to do the action and get some type of benefit from it, and it feels a lot more compact. Like I think it's trying to get that feeling in a lesser playtime, although I don't have any way of confirming that, but just based on the size of the board and the way that the planets are kind of all consolidated amongst each other, you got randomization there as well. So that I think that would be kind of how we start laying out the planets, etc. Interesting. This is quite fascinating. I
this is
like
cool.
this a
The
lot.
solo mode runs with a story system,
Cool.
which adds
okay.
narrative, such as ancient civilization. A city on the distant planet has been discovered. It might lead to better understanding of the ancients. You place a colony in an unoccupied planet. If there are none, nothing else happens. You can actually pull these into the main gameplay mode as well, which I 100% would do.
Okay.
Because it adds a little bit of flavor and story after the Emperor acts every turn. And then over here, we have our military cards and our, looks like, special ability cards with the astronomer, science, and culture.
Yeah, because you can do battle plans and I think surprise your
those
opponents as
elements.
you're playing.
Cool.
Yeah, weird and cool.
Oh, and these also look like they'll be up on stands. By the way.
There we go. Yeah. Those are the stands. I was trying to find them.
They're going to be
All
actually
the
floating and
dreadnoughts.
flying. I think this will look really lovely on the table. Production overall is higher than I would necessarily
Yeah, this
expect.
is from like a first time publisher, right? From
No idea who it is from.
well, Crosscut Games.
Yeah, they'll be super excited to have a video. I think maybe.
Out of pure curiosity, but still, hopefully, we've talked a little bit of the game, or maybe you were curious about this as well, and you wanted to find out a little bit more.
I mean, I was curious about it.
I'm not sure if they found out more, but they definitely got to see it.
They didn't find out more, but they did get to see it. Which
They saw all the things. Like, look at the
end
little
of the
thrones.
day, the end of the day is typically the most important part.
It is 100%.
Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this bit of an off-color unboxing here.
Yeah.
Normally we know everything we're talking about, or at least the vast majority of it. This time I thought, why bother with that?
We like to change things up from time to time.
Let's just open it and guess.
Let's run with it. Where's the scepter, though? Give me the scepter.
I really am excited to go ahead and try to get this one to the table.
But regardless of what you do, remember to do the important thing and respect your king or queen.
I got it.
We'll see you guys. What?
It's not working.
Oh, you just want to hold the scepter.
Bippity boppity boo.